For me, cars have always meant freedom, and I've just loved driving cars. Getting a chance to turn them into self-driving cars may seem a little odd, but it's really loving that experience. People, though we try very hard, we're not very vigilant. The overwhelming majority of accidents are due in some part to a human failure. Argo is bringing self-driving technology to the public roads. 2021 is our goal for operating in geofenced areas in urban environments. As part of all of our testing operation, we put 2 operators in the car at all times. One person is behind the wheel and they are responsible for the operation of the vehicle. And we have another person who's tapped into the electronics in the system. We want the self-driving car to be self-driving most of the time, but we want the operator there to be able to intervene and take control at any moment. When we think about where self-driving cars can be deployed in a fleet, it's in cities, but as soon as you brought it into a city, you're encountering intersection after intersection after intersection. And those places are some of the most dangerous areas on the roadway. There are thousands of things that can go wrong.
We need to predict what's going on in the world, being able to forecast how the world's going to unfold. It requires very advanced machine learning to really get computers to understand not only what will happen next, but also to anticipate what could happen next.
These little square portals have video cameras behind the scenes. There's 9 of them around the car. On top of that, we have 2 LiDARs. LiDARs are sensors that help get us a 3-dimensional picture of the world. There are multiple radars in the car hidden around.
When the autonomous vehicle is out in the world, it aggregates information from the sensors that are mounted on the car, and it tries to get a sense of what's happening in the surrounding world. These sensors tend to give you a very broad 360, almost scene-centric view.
And so as a result, there's a chance that autonomous vehicles could actually be safer than human drivers. I think machine learning and artificial intelligence is at the point where we're about to have a paradigm shift with autonomous vehicles. Something that seemed like futuristic technology is now very close to reality.
I think back where we were a year ago versus now, as we have a baseline of capabilities, we start iterating now. Where is the ride not quite good enough? Where are we not detecting or tracking or predicting objects quite well enough? The self-driving problem is hard. It isn't solved with a tiny little boat of people, and it isn't solved with a narrow set of skills from people who are very good at signal and sensor processing to machine learning, perception, creating processes to deploy fleets. There's also a huge aspect of the hardware engineering. It's this broad range of people coming together.
And when you think of the impact of what autonomous vehicles will do to the design of cities, to the way we carry out our lives, that's what's motivated me, because I feel this is the place where I can make that difference.